Traditionally, PEX pipe systems had to be supported every 32 inches horizontally. In a commercial application, it made it very difficult to use a more competitive priced pipe when you had to run 2 times the amount of hangers. Since the introduction of the Viega pipe support trays, you can now use standard hanger spacing you would use on metal systems with a plastic pipe. It simply clips into place, it comes 10 foot long, and you can eliminate 2 of your support systems.
Let's go over this detail because it's super important, and then I'll give you a visual representation of the same thing. So right out of the Viega PureFlow Support Trays User Guide, you can see here that the tubing size, 1/2 through 2 inch, has a maximum hanger spacing of 8 feet. Now I want to beat up this point one time. That full 8 foot of hanger spacing is a maximum and only applicable if there is a full tray length underneath the PEX. Those hangers should never span past 8 foot. Next to it, it says hanger to end of tray, minimum 1 times the nominal tubing size. So for example, if the tubing was 3/4, the tray would need to extend past the hanger 3/4 of an inch. Okay, next you can see between trays and inches. 1/2 through 1 can have 32 inches of unsupported PEX maximum, and 1.25 through 2 can have 48 inches of unsupported PEX maximum between supports. If there is a fitting that exists within that tray length, you'll want to keep at least a 2-inch minimum between the tray and the end of the fitting. And lastly, if you're going to have a tray overlap, there needs to be a minimum of 4 inches with 2 zip ties or ties holding everything in place. Trays shall be strapped to the tubing using Viega zip ties or equal every 48 inches. 2 straps for trays less than 48 inches in length for clevis or teardrop style hangers, and 1 strap for that clamp style like a unistrut clamp or a cush clamp. Something to keep in mind: whenever there is a valve, coil kit, or any sort of equipment that is connected with PEX on either end, it will need to be supported on either end with a hanger. Just a couple of quick side notes. If you're cutting the trays in order to incorporate fittings or shorter runs, make sure that you file or deburr any of the rough edges so that you don't scratch the tubing. It also may be easier to install the trays on the ground before they go in the air for those long runs. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out.